Let's go. Who wants to make some money today, baby? Come on. Come on now. Welcome to the PickDawgz afternoon show presented by the PickDawgz betting tools, the best betting tools on the planet. How is everyone doing? Come on now. Hey, let's get these energy levels up. Just want to say I woke up full of energy today. We're going to have a damn good show. We are going to have a damn good show. I am pumped up. Hope everyone is doing well. How do I sound, guys? Do I sound good in the comments? Let me know. As always, the people in the comments make this show better. This is an interactive show. I'm talking to you guys. You guys are talking to me. And we're going to cook up some winners. I'm caffeinated. Best believe I'm caffeinated, as you guys can tell. Take a sip of the coffee. Never forget to stay hydrated as well. How are we doing today? Hope everyone's having a good week, man. Yesterday was a good day for me. I had the Toronto Raptors pick of the day. Cash it. We needed that. Last time I was on the show, it was Monday. And Monday, I had a horrendous day. Couldn't hit a bet to save my life. Tuesday, we bounced back. Wednesday, we got to keep it going. Now we got to keep it going. I do want to give a shout out, and I kind of wanted to wait for some more people to get in here, but I was on this show Monday. I was yapping, I was chatting, I was giving you guys picks, and then you guys kept bringing up these little-ass college basketball games, and I was like, what was going on? Murray State, who did Murray State play again? I forgot, but you guys told me to bet on Murray State, and guess what? That shit cash. That shit cash. It was a little sweaty in the first half, but second half set sweat-free. So I want to thank you guys. Let's go. Let's see. Raptors were easy money. Yes, Raptors were easy money. Listen, Bucks, the night before that game, they hit a buzzer beater on the Pacers. If a team hits a buzzer beater and then they got to play on the back end of a back-to-back and travel to Canada, it's an auto fade. It's auto fade. We had to fade the Bucks. Magic are done for, messed up the parlay. Yeah, the Magic, I don't know about them boys. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't know how I feel about my Magic these days, man. The roster's good. The roster's good. I just think they're struggling a little bit to get it together. That team is struggling a little bit just to get their flow down, man. When you watch Magic games this season, it just doesn't seem like they flow. You know, it's the same team as last year, just no KCP, and then they added Desmond Bane. You would think that they would be better with Desmond Bane, but it just hasn't been the case. But it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. How's everyone doing, man? Shout out Murray State. I want to say that again. Shout out Murray State. Where's my guy who wanted me to he was like, on yesterday's show, he told me to, he asked me what I had in IU Buffalo. I believe that's the game he asked. He was talking about college basketball. He gave me a parlay, and that thing would have hit if the Cowboys would have won. If you're in this show right now, that was brutal, man. Cowboys are trash. It's as simple as that. The Cowboys are trash. I was like, damn, this parlay may actually hit, and then the Cowboys just absolutely blew it. But let's start talking some games. Let's start talking some games, man. Stacked in NBA slate. We're gonna go over some NBA. I'll talk a little bit of college basketball as well. Honestly, my schedule's not too packed today, so I could chat with you guys for a while. Cowboys defense is done. They are done. They got Quentin Williams, sorry. That's gonna be a nice little pickup, but yeah, I don't know, man. Jerry got to do something different with that Dallas team. It's just not working. But all right, should we just start going over some games? Let's do it. Starting off, first game on today's slate, we got the Sixers and the Cavaliers. Cavaliers laying 10.5. That Sixers Bulls game was absolutely insane. The game pissed me off yesterday. I gave out Sixers team total over 119.5 on 7 free picks in just 5 minutes. Those boys had 75 points in the first half, and that shit didn't clear. They scored 45 points in the first quarter. What's 45 divided by 4? Sorry, times 4. That's 180. After the first quarter, they were on track to score 180 points, and they didn't clear that team total. Horrific performance from the 76ers. I knew a couple people who had the Bulls money line. They were all happy, and I was just sitting there like, what the hell, man? We didn't even need to win the game. We just needed 120-plus points, and they were scoring until they weren't. So Sixers, like I said, on the road against the Cavs on the back end of a back-to-back. Let's check the injuries here. Sixers sitting anyone? I'm curious. So Paul George, questionable. Barlow, questionable for Cleveland. Garland, questionable. Jared Allen, questionable. Morrell, questionable. Yeah, Jared Allen's the big one here, guys. Of course, you got to deal with Embiid. It would be really nice if the Cavs had Jared Allen. I would honestly wait to place a bet. If Jared Allen's playing, I do like the Cavs, to be perfectly honest with you. Let's check the splits here. How we doing, guys? Let me see some comments. I see 70 people in here. Like I said, this show is better when you guys leave comments. It gives me stuff to talk about. Ooh, it looks like we got, let's see. So it looks like 74% of the 74% of the bets is on the Sixers plus 10.5, but 45% of the handles on the Cavs. So we are seeing some sharp money on the Cavs. And honestly, guys, that's where I want to be in this game. Have the Cavs been the same cover team as they were last season? They haven't. They haven't, man. The Cavs were a cover machine last year. They haven't been the same, but the Sixers on the back end of a back-to-back after that brutal loss, a lot of their main guys got a ton of minutes. I think this could be a good Cavs smash spot. I think this is a spot where the Cavs look like the team from last year. Let's see if there's any streaks going on. And as you guys know, man, I'm using the PickDawgz betting tools to cover these games with you guys. These are the best betting tools on planet Earth. Best believe it. Do they have anything for the Cavs? Let's see. Oh, maybe I need to refresh this. This is yesterday's games. NBA takes me behind the woodshed and does naughty things. Yeah. I mean, NBA's tough, man. You just got to stick with your systems. Yeah, you're going to get killed. You're going to get killed in certain spots. But if you stick with your systems and you got the right systems, man, I like the NBA still. Not going to lie, NBA's been – I feel like every year it gets a little bit weirder. Of course, all these betting scandals makes it a little bit iffy. The resting of players makes it a little bit iffy. My whole life, I've been a guy who said I like pro sports better than college. But over the last year, I'm college all the way, bro. Like college basketball, I think is a much better product night in, night out than the NBA. In football, I love me some NFL, but I kind of feel the same way. How do I like living in Colorado so far? Colorado's cool, man. I've been out here for 5 years. I'm from Florida, so way different, but it's cool. You got everything here. You got the city. You got the mountains. People are pretty cool out here. Weather is interesting. I like the seasons personally. I don't mind a little bit of snow. I don't mind being cold. I think the falls are elite here. Summers are hot. So I like Colorado, man. I really do. Do you live in Colorado? Let me know, Matt. Where are you guys from? All right, but let's see if there's any some streaks in this game. Cleveland Cavs. So Grimes, 4+ assists. He's hit this in 9 straight games. He's juiced up to minus 152. Interesting. Let's see. Kelly Oubre, 2+ 3-pointers. Over 1.5 threes is at minus 136. 7-game streak. I gave out Kelly Oubre over points yesterday. And 7 free picks in just 5 minutes. It was at 12.5. He cleared it in the third quarter. I do like Kelly Oubre. I like Kelly Oubre points. Southern Colorado, nice, man. Nice. Yeah, it's a cool spot. It is a cool spot. I can see myself living here for a bit. That's for sure. But guys, all around, I am going to be on the Cavs in this game. We see sharp money coming in on the Cavs. After that performance from the Sixers, I'm not touching them. And I think the Cavs are still a team that could run it up. I really do. So, yeah, laying double digits with the Cavs, it's against a team like the Sixers who has good players. It may scare you a little bit, but nah, guys, we got to stick to our systems. And the Sixers on the back end of a back-to-back with travel, not a spot you want to take Philadelphia. Next game, Brooklyn Nets versus the Pacers. Interesting game here. This game is it's tough because you got the Indiana Pacers. Of course, no Halliburton, but this team is so damn banged up. Nembhard out. Like I said, Halliburton, of course, out. Is Mathurin and the boys playing in this one? Hold up real quick. I thought Mathurin and all those guys would have been out as well in this game. Let's see. Yeah. I think let's see. I mean, Mathurin's probably going to play in this game, it might look like. We'll see. But okay, so the Pacers are starting to get a little bit healthy. And then Brooklyn's just a bad team. This team is ass, man. Brooklyn's healthy. But yeah, I mean, this is a Brooklyn team that's what 0-7 straight up, 1-6 ATS, I believe. I think they're the worst team in the NBA. I mean, I don't know how we just don't take the Pacers here. You know, the Pacers have struggled as of late, but when you look at the Pacers games, they lost their last game by a buzzer beater from Giannis. They played that game extremely close. They beat the Golden State Warriors outright. They were 10.5-point dogs in that one. They went into Dallas, only lost that one by 2. They went into Minnesota. They were 11.5-point dogs in that one, only lost that one by 4. So it's like the Pacers are playing close games against some of the better teams. They've been losing these games, but now I think they're at home. They're starting to get a little bit more healthier. They got the worst team in the NBA coming in town. I think this is a game where the Pacers take their anger out on the Nets and smash them, to be perfectly honest with you. It may worry you to take this banged up Pacers team, but I kind of like the Pacers. And also I gave out 7 free picks in just 5 minutes. I gave out the under. Nets can't score the ball, man. The Nets, this team can't score. And with how banged up the Pacers are, I don't see them really putting up enough points to push this thing over as well. You know, the under has been profitable in Pacers games this season because they're still looked at as a fast-paced team, but when they're not fully loaded, the points just aren't there. You're taking Brooklyn in the points. I see a lot of people on Brooklyn today. Let's check out the splits. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just don't really want to touch Brooklyn right now, to be perfectly honest with you. Let's see. So 57% of the bets are on the Pacers, laying 6.5. 69% of the handles on the Nets getting 6.5. So looks like sharp money is coming in on the Nets. I don't know. I just don't care. I really don't care in this case, man. The Nets are going to have to show me something. Like I said, 0-7 straight up, 1-6 ATS. They're on the road here. I think the Pacers could get them. I feel like the people who are taking Brooklyn, I think you're just overthinking it a little bit. Yeah, I don't know, man. We'll see. Like I said, I like the Pacers, and I like the under in this game. Gross one. It's a gross one, but I think that's the spot I want to be in. Let's move on to let's check out some streaks. Let's see. Anyone in the chat, did you guys all take Murray State with us on Monday? Did we all ride Murray State together? That was a nice win, man. Shout out the chat. Zaire Williams, 10-plus points. It's on an 8-game winning streak. His line is set at 8.5. That's not bad. I kind of like that. Zaire Williams, 10-plus points. Let's go. Ship to Don. Let's go, baby. We're going to cash in today. I kind of like that right here. Zaire Williams, 10-plus points. His line set at 8.5. I like that. Let's see what else. Looks like that's the only game. Yeah, that's the only streak here. Let me just make sure. Yeah. Zaire Williams. Check that out. I may bet that. All right, on to the next game. Utah Jazz headed into Detroit to play the Pistons. Pistons laying 9.5. Utah Jazz has been on a bit of a long road trip. They've been on an East Coast road trip. I know they beat the damn Celtics in their last game because I was on the Celtics. I mean, come on, Celtics. What are we doing here? Where's this game? How long has Utah been on the road? Yeah, this is their 4th game on the road. They went into Phoenix, lost that one by 22. Went into Charlotte, lost that one by 23. And then they go into Boston and beat Boston outright. That's the thing with this Jazz team, man. They're a bit unpredictable. Sometimes they look great and sometimes they look horrible. It's kind of like, what Jazz are you going to get? Kind of a scary team to bet with, a scary team to bet against too, because you never know who's going to come or what Jazz team is going to come out. But honestly, that Celtics game that they won, the Celtics just got cold from 3. And that's the thing about the Celtics. They just rely on the 3 ball. And if the 3s aren't falling, the Celtics are absolutely cooked. We'll talk about the Celtics. They play a game today. But that's a team you got to be a little bit careful with. Spurs money line, we'll talk about that game. But I made the video on that game. I do like the Spurs today. I do like the Spurs. But let's check out the splits for this Jazz Pistons game. So it looks like sharp money is really not coming anywhere. 49% of the bets on the Pistons, 43% of the handles on the Pistons as well. Does look like there's some sharp money coming in on the under. 58% of the bets are on the over, but 72% of the handle is on the under. Interesting there. I don't really have too many thoughts on the total there, but Yeah, like I said, guys, the Jazz just an interesting team to bet on right now. I feel like we're still trying to get a read on the Jazz, and over the last few years, the Jazz have been a team that I don't mind taking at home. Jazz on the road have been a train wreck over the last few seasons, and this is their fourth road game in the row. Looks like Karis LeVert, 11 points, 11 plus points against the Jazz. That's hit in 9 straight games. His line set at 10.5. Interesting there. Let's see what else. Detroit failing to cover the spread as home favorites against the Northwest Division. 7 straight games against the Northwest Division. The Pistons have failed to cover, probably dating back to last season. Interesting. Keontae George, 4+ rebounds as road underdogs against the Eastern Conference. His line set at 3.5. That's on a 7-game winning streak. There's a lot of streaks for this game. Jazz first half wins at Detroit, 6-game winning streak. You get the Jazz money line plus 250. You get the Jazz first quarter at plus 170. They also won the first quarter in 6 straight games. Do what you want with that information. I don't want to touch the Jazz. I don't want to touch the Jazz, man. Like I said, I think that game against the Celtics that they won was a bit fluky. I think that was more the Celtics just going ice cold from 3, and the Jazz exploited that. I mean, this final score in that game was 105-103. You're rarely going to win games in the NBA putting up 105. So I just think that was a fluke game. I still don't trust the Jazz on the road. If I had to bet this game, man, I would take the Pistons. I think this Jazz team gets done with this game, and they're just ready to get back home. Probably check the injury report on this one. It does look like Tobias Harris out. Is that true? Yeah, Tobias Harris out, Sasser out, and then Utah. Kessler out. That hurts. Kessler's been a dog this season. He has. Every time when I check the Utah Jazz box scores after some of these games, I'm like, damn, okay, Walker Kessler hasn't been too bad. So him being out, that definitely hurts. So yeah, I lean Pistons laying all the points. Not a game I'm rushing to the window to bet to be perfectly honest with you. But let's talk about Wizards Celtics. Celtics laying 12.5. Like I just mentioned, guys, the Celtics without Jason Tatum, they live and die by the 3-point shot. So it's one of those teams, if the threes are hitting, you're probably going to be in good shape. If the threes aren't hitting, you are cooked. And they got the Wizards coming in. Wizards, a team that likes to shoot as well, a team that likes to put up a bunch of threes. This is going to be a 3-point battle. Kind of liking this over here at 232.5. We all know the Wizards don't play a lick of defense. I think the Pistons offense should get rolling in. Look, man, I can see the Wizards having some type of success on the offensive side of the ball as well. Let's check out the total numbers for these teams. So over is 4-3 in Wizards games so far this season. The over is actually 3-5 in Boston games. So under has actually been pretty money in Celtics games this season. Ant-Man coming back. Yeah, man, we'll talk about that game. That's another interesting one. Knicks, Timberwolves. Let's see, where is this game? All right, so it looks like. All right, so everyone's on the Celtics. It looks like 59% of the bets are on the Celtics laying 11.5. 83% of the handle is on the Celtics laying 11.5. Yeah, I understand the Celtics love, especially coming off that tough loss. And we already seen these teams play once. Or have these teams played? No, I actually don't think they have. Yeah, looks like they haven't. But I understand the Celtics love today. Am I going to bet it? No. Like I said, guys, I was on Boston in their last game against Utah. They went absolutely cold. I'm kind of a little bit weary about the Celtics right now, especially laying these big numbers. Celtics in the under. Interesting. Cade plus points and rebounds. Not mad at it. Especially if there's no Walker Kessler in the paint. I feel like Detroit should be able to exploit Utah at the rim there with no Kessler. So I'm not mad at that there. Let's check out some streaks for this Celtics game. Wins against the Wizards. Celtics have won 8 straight games against the Wizards. Not really surprised there. That's the only streak that they're giving us here. So interesting. On to the next game. Like I said, guys, probably a no bet for me. I guess maybe lean Celtics. I don't know. Nah. I like the over, though. I think we see some points in that one. What do you think? Luka over rebounds and assists, 17.5. Interesting. We could talk about that game. I see some people talking about this Spurs Lakers game. So Spurs in their last game. Was it their last game they lost to the Suns? Let's pull it up. So in this game, Lakers laying 2.5. Yeah, so the Spurs were undefeated before their last game. This was a team that was 5-0, absolutely balling. They go into Phoenix, and Phoenix, Wemby only scored 9 points in that game against Phoenix. Phoenix, for some reason, I don't know if they cracked the code on how to guard Wemby, but Wemby just couldn't get going. I really don't see that being the case in this one. I could see Wemby having a day. I kind of like Wemby for a nice little bounce back. Luka over rebounds and assists. Let's see how he's been doing with those lines, rebounds and assists. So in Luka's last 2 games he's played, he had 21 points rebounds, assists against Miami, and 18 rebounds plus assists against Memphis. So, hey, he's hit in his last 2 games. Taking a player's rebounds when they're going against Wemby, the alien, always worries me a little bit. I personally don't have too much opinions on that one, my boy, but I like the Spurs in this game. I do. Don't get me wrong. The Lakers, even with their injuries, have been playing great, but now you welcome the Spurs in, and the Spurs have been playing extremely well this season. And with the Lakers, we always got to check their injury report. Looks like Austin Reeves is questionable for this one. Max Kleber is out. Of course, no LeBron as well. Definitely want to see if Austin Reeves plays in this game. If Austin Reeves doesn't, it's going to be the Luka show. I don't know if he could beat the Spurs all by himself. Spurs have also been banged up throughout this season. De'Aaron Fox out. Dylan Harper out. Cornette out. Sochan, questionable. Olynyk, questionable. Waters, questionable. Let's check the splits on this bad boy. Yeah, it looks like pretty even all around. No sharp money coming anywhere. Looks like there's some sharp money coming in on the under. 78% of the bets on the over, 55% of the bets on the handle. Guys, I like the Spurs in this game. I think the Spurs, look, the Lakers, not fully healthy right now. They've been playing great, but how long is that going to last? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think this is kind of a nice little sell high spot on the Lakers, who have been playing great. I like the Spurs. I think they win this game outright. Am I crazy there? Oh no, Danny Avdija. You know I want to, Justin. He killed us last time, though. Danny Avdija killed us last time. I'm still an Avdija guy. Let's see what his point line is set at. Going against the Thunder, not an easy matchup. It's set at 20.5. All right, you know what's crazy about Danny Avdija? He's cleared his point line every single game besides the time I gave him out. Spurs aren't healthy either. I understand, but when you look at the Spurs injuries, De'Aaron Fox, he's been out. They've been playing without De'Aaron Fox. They're used to that. And same with Sochan. Like, he's been pretty much questionable in and out of the lineup all season long. So this team's kind of been used to playing banged up. And I guess you could say the same about the Lakers. But I don't know, man. I've liked how this Spurs team has played. I like them. Are you on the Lakers? Let me know. And you're getting 2.5 points. Like, do I really want to lay points with the Lakers in this spot against the Spurs? I don't think I'm there. So, like the Spurs there. Let's talk about this Trailblazers Thunder game. Thunder laying 4.5. Just played last night. Did work on the Clippers. Clippers, man, I don't know what's up with that team. They do play in a standalone game tomorrow against the Sun. We'll see how they play. But, man, 4.5 on the road, back into a back-to-back, playing a Portland team that's been damn good, a Portland team that's 5-2 ATS, 3-1 ATS at home, and you're getting 4.5 points. Yeah, you'll be on the Lakers. Hey, respect, bro. We'll see. We'll see, man. It's kind of a coin flip game, in my opinion. I think either team could win. In that type of matchup, I'd rather have 2.5 in my back pocket. That's the way I kind of look at that Spurs-Lakers game. So we'll see. Good luck to you as well. Portland money line, not mad at it. You know, the Thunder, 8-0 straight up. This team has not lost a game yet this season. Would you be surprised after playing last night in LA, they go into Portland, kind of a sleepy spot? This is a game where Portland's going to get up and want to showcase their skills. I would not be surprised if the Thunder drop their first game tonight. I will be on the Portland Trailblazers as well. Try to get that 4.5, though. I'm seeing 4s, 4.5. I think we need every little bit of points we could get in that game. Anytime you're dealing with the Thunder, things could get ugly real quick. We all know that. But like I said, with the Thunder playing last night in LA, I think the Portland Trailblazers aren't a bad play. Portland has been a nice cover team, man. They have. We knew they were going to be a nice cover team coming into the season. Let's see. Yeah, so it looks like 71% of the bets are on the Thunder. 60% of the handle is on Portland. That's where I like to be, man. That's where I like to be. What props do you like for Wemby? Let's see. Let's check out some Wemby props. Keep dropping comments, guys, what you like. If you have any questions, this is what this show's about. Yes, I'm going through these games, but I'll jump everywhere. I'll jump everywhere, man. We could talk about anything, baby. Come on. Wemby props for today. His total point line is set at 27.5. I personally think that's a little bit steep. He hasn't hit over 27 points in his last 3. It's a high line for Mr. Wemby. I don't get me wrong. I love me some Wemby, but that's pretty high. His rebounds is – we're going to talk about Ant-Man. We're going to talk about Ant-Man. I got you, brother. Don't worry. His rebounds line is set at 12.5. He's hit this in 4 of his 6 games so far this season. He only had 9 rebounds in his last game against Phoenix, but like I was telling you, Phoenix, they figured him out. Like I don't understand how Phoenix cracked the code with Wemby. Only allowed Wemby 9 points and 9 rebounds. I don't see that being the case today. I like Wemby rebounds over 12.5. I think he cleans up on the glass. His point line sit at 27.5. I don't know if I'm there with that. I don't really see too much of an edge there. But after a tough night on the boards for Wemby, I think taking his over rebounds is a good play for tonight against the Lakers. So let's see what else. His assist line set at 3.5. What's his 3-point line? Set at 1.5. Interesting. So Wemby's 3-point line is set at 1.5, juiced up to the over. He's only gotten 2 or more threes in 1 game this season. The fact that his line set at 1.5 and it's also juiced up to the over, I think Wemby hits 2 threes tonight. Just a line reading there. So I'll go Wemby over rebounds, Wemby over 3. You like Portland as well? Let's go. I'll talk some college hoops. Let's just go through this NBA slate. We'll talk about Ant-Man. So we got the Knicks and the Timberwolves. Knicks laying 3.5 in this game. The plus 3.5 on DraftKings is juiced up for the Timberwolves. So, hey, would not be surprised if that thing drops all the way down to 3. I don't really see why, though. I like the Knickerbockers in this game. I truly do. You know, this is a game where, yes, I understand Ant-Man's coming back, but I think the Knicks at home, they've been so dominant at home this season. I believe, 4-0 at home and 4-0 ATS at home this season? Let me just confirm that. Yeah, so the Knicks 4-0 ATS at home, 4-0 straight up at home. Yes, Karl Anthony Towns questionable, Anthony Edwards questionable. We gotta keep out on the injury report. The fact that this line's at 3.5, Ant's playing. Ant's gonna play in this damn game. Does that change the fact that I like the Knicks? No, I love the Knicks in this spot. Man. This is the Timberwolves' 3rd straight road game. They had to go into Charlotte, play a shitty Hornets team. They won that. Then they went into Brooklyn. We already talked about Brooklyn, worst team in the NBA, won that. Now they go into New York and play a Knicks team that is rested. Like I said, 4-0 straight up, 4-0 ATS at home. I'm totally fine laying 3.5 here with the Knicks. And I still really don't trust this Timberwolves team when it comes to a cover perspective. I really don't, man. This is a Timberwolves team that's 2-5 ATS. The only 2 games that they covered were their last 2 games against the Hornets and the Nets. I don't think they could be trusted with Ant or without Ant. I'm on the Knicks, guys. Have I talked about the Sixers game? I did talk about the Sixers game. The Sixers screwed me over last night. That was embarrassing. I had the team total over 75 points in the first half. Somehow that play didn't hit. I'm on the Cleveland Cavs. I do want to see if Jared Allen plays. If Jared Allen plays, I think the Cavs have to be the play here. I agree. Knicks win. That's why I like Ant points. Let's check out Ant's line. The thing with Ant, though, man, it's like I kind of want to see a game from him. Like, who knows if he's going to be on minutes restriction? Like, this is his first game back. I would tread lightly with Ant props. I would. His line set at 26, and, I mean, don't get me wrong. He put up 41 against Portland earlier this season. He put up 31 against the Lakers. I just don't like how this is his first game back. And also, there's a lot of mouths to feed on that Timberwolves team. Ant is a dog, don't get me wrong, but I personally wouldn't take the over on Ant's points tonight. That's just how I feel. Thoughts on a side in Nuggets versus Heat? I'm actually going to this game tonight. I'm going to be in attendance for Nuggets Heat. Interesting game. The Heat have been a pleasant surprise this season. The Heat have been genuinely a pleasant surprise this season. You know, I like this Heat team. This is a Heat team, though, that went into San Antonio, had to go into LA to play the Clippers and the Lakers. So this is their fourth road game in a row before they get to go back home, and they're playing in Denver, one of the toughest places to play in the NBA. The line's at 9.5, even with how good the Heat have been ATS. I think the Nuggets are the player. I do. Total set high as hell, too. 241.5. That's crazy, man. When you think of the Heat, especially over the last couple seasons, especially after they got rid of Jimmy Butler, for me personally, I don't think of the Heat as an offensive team, but they've kind of been balling on the offensive side of the ball this season. I think the addition of Norman Powell has been great. And then once you add Tyler Hero to that mix, the Heat are going to be interesting. How can the people like the Blazers tonight? Brother, I don't know how we can like the Blazers tonight, man. I don't know how we can like the Blazers tonight. You know, the Thunder played a game last night. Now they're traveling into Portland. It seems like a sleepy spot. This is a Thunder team that's 8-0. They're not going to win every game. And they've played a lot of close games as well. And, you know, this is a Portland team that's 5-2 ATS, 3-1 ATS at home, 4-0 ATS as a dog. Like, Portland's a team they're scrappy. They're a scrappy bunch. So I like Portland. I like Portland as well. Let's see. Can the Timberwolves get blown out? Ant-Man plays less. Yeah, I don't see too much blowout potential. It's the NBA. Of course, any game could get out of control quickly. If one team gets cold and one team gets hot. I think Timberwolves Knicks is going to be a competitive game. Like, I'm not too worried about the blowout potential for Anthony Edwards props. I'm just worried about minutes restriction. Like, I don't know how bad his injury was, but he missed a lot of time. And if this is going to be his first game back, like, am I going to rush in his first game back to take his over points or anything? Not really. Not really. Yep, you already know. Shout out Jay Briggs, stupid, dummy, crazy at Ballerina. Facts. OKC's been printing money. Have they, though? What's OKC's ATS record this season? 4-4 ATS. So they're 50-50 ATS. Like, yeah, they're 8-0 straight up. It's still the Thunder we're talking about. And let's look at the Thunder's injuries, because this team has been kind of banged up all season. Jalen Williams still out, so it looks like they're going to be pretty healthy for this one. Kind of sell high on the Heat. Yeah, exactly. It's like, why are the Heat catching 9.5 points? They're almost catching damn near 10 points, and this team's been pretty damn good. You know what I'm saying? So Nuggets game is kind of a game I'm line reading. Like, it's like, all right, there's a reason why the Nuggets are laying this many points. Rockets games, we got a couple people want to know about the Rockets. That's the Mavs. We will talk about the Mavs. Rockets, Grizzlies. Ugh. Yeah, not my favorite game, guys. I mean, I looked at this game a little bit this morning. Not a game I really want to touch. I can't really get a read on this Grizzlies team. The Grizzlies cashed me a ticket in earlier this season, but kind of been just staying away from them. 2-6 ATS. Yeah. But am I rushing to the window to bet Rockets minus 7.5 on the road? Like, not really. Not a game I love, to be perfectly honest with you. I don't really have a play in it. Let's check out the splits in that game. Houston. I gotta stop searching, man. I just gotta find the damn game. Let's see. Yeah, so it looks like everyone's up on the Rockets. 81% of the handle, 75% of the bets. Yeah, I'm not touching that game, man. Chelsea looking good at plus 150. Yo, do you guys have any Champions League plays? So the first time I did this show, I gave out Danny Avija over points. On Monday, the chat came up with Murray State laying the points, and that hit. What are we going to sweat today? What do you guys like? Could we all agree on something to sweat out today? If not, I'll pick something. But you guys cooked with that Murray State play on Monday. Do we take Chelsea right now? Do we take Chelsea? Do we trust Kevin? Who's Chelsea playing, man? I looked at the Champions League a little bit today, but Chelsea down a goal against FK Quarabag? Kind of like that, honestly. That plus 150. I don't know. Barca money line. I mean, Barca is minus 190. Could be a parlay piece. We could do like a Barca money line, Man City money line. Let's stay focused, though. My ADD's kicking in. Ja Morant is the perfect Sacramento King. Interesting. Never really thought about that. Where is Ja going to go? Let me think, man. I don't know. I'm a Ja guy. If he could keep his act together, I think he's one of the most electric, explosive players in the NBA, one of the most athletic talents that we've seen play in this league. So wherever he goes, someone's going to get a good one if they could just keep him on the straight and narrow. Let's see. New Mexico lane 20.5, Ryder plus 18.5. I do like Ryder today. Let's bring up, let's talk some college ball. I may go back to the NBA. I feel like there's some games we didn't cover. Oh, someone wanted to know about the Mavs. We'll talk about the Mavs real quick. Yes, I'm on the Mavs. I'm on the Mavs. Yes, it's gross. This Mavs team hasn't been great this season. Let's check out their injury report. Anthony Davis out, Lively out, X amount. Yeah, so it's not pretty, but the Pelicans, I was on the Pelicans last night. We got lucky as hell with that. Like, let's just be real. The Hornets should have won that game. They had that game the whole time. Somehow the Pelicans won and covered. Now they got to travel into Dallas. Yeah, it's probably a Mavs spot. And the NBA is not doing the Pelicans any favors. They had like a 5-game road trip on the West Coast. Then they go back home, and now they're traveling again. Like, the Pelicans schedule has just been terrible. So I like the Mavs. Embiid ruled out for tonight. Is this official? Let's see. Sixers. I actually may need to refresh this bad boy. Is that new news? Philadelphia. I'm not seeing it yet, but hey, we'll see if Embiid plays. If not, makes me even like the Cavs even more. Ja to the Heat. Ooh, I don't know. Ja Morant in South Florida. That may get crazy, though. I don't know if Ja Morant can handle that South Florida life. Like, that man's getting in trouble in Memphis. Like, you put that boy on South Beach. I don't know, but I kind of like it, though. I kind of like it. That would be crazy. Indiana lane 40. I don't even know who Indiana is playing, but dude, I'm telling you, with these first couple of weeks of college basketball, I wish I kind of would have been on this, but taking these big spreads, like, that shit hits. That shit hits. Like, if you see a spread like 28 plus, I think it's better to lay it than not. Like, these small ass schools are getting aired out by these bigger schools. Absolutely aired out. I did want to talk about Ryder plus 18. Because I'm with you on Ryder plus 18. They are playing Rutgers. Where is college basketball? There it is. They're playing Rutgers. And Rutgers last year, if you guys remember, man, Rutgers was a hyped up team. Dylan Harper, Ace Bailey. Like, this was a team that everyone thought was going to be legit. And what happened to them? They were not good. They were not good. And now they lose Dylan Harper and Ace Bailey. I'll take Ryder plus 18. And I believe Ryder already had a game this season. I'm with you there. I'm with you there. Like I said, you know, on past shows that I've done, I'm not betting heavy these first couple of weeks because let's be real. If you're betting college basketball in these first few days, you are taking a bit of a shot in the dark, like somewhat. Like, you can do all the handicapping you want, but we're talking about college kids here, and we haven't seen a lot of these kids play ever. So that's just kind of how I feel about it. Southern Indiana plus 23.5. Interesting. Northern Bama plus 24.5. Appreciate you dropping these plays, Justin. It seems like you like plus money, or you like some dogs today. Tarleton State with the upset. I'm not mad at Tarleton State. That's another play I like today. That's another play that I was eyeing up. Similar to what I was talking about Rutgers. I mean, LSU didn't have any hype last year, but LSU was dog water. LSU was bad. Not too educated on Tarleton State's program this season, but if you're going to give me a bunch of points with Tarleton State, I'm not mad at it. Ooh, college football, Kent State plus 122. See, I gave out Ball State in my 7 free picks in just 5 minutes. I still lean Ball State, to be perfectly honest with you. I do like Ball State. I still think Kent State is garbage. Like, Ball State's not good either. These are 2 3-win teams, but I think Ball State at home, They're not going to get many other wins this season. I think they had to take advantage of this moment. I think they beat the Golden Flashes. Rutgers just not a scoring fair. Yeah, this is a big game for Ryder, man. They're not going to have many P4 opponents, so not mad at that. Love Tarleton to stay plus the money. Yes, sir. Rutgers is bunts. Facts. Agree with you. What else should we talk about, guys? I kind of want to get a play that we can all ride together. Is it in the NBA? I'm trying to think of a play we were all in agreement in. I know some people thought Portland was a trash pick. Understood. I like the Spurs. Do we like the Spurs? Creighton team total. See, I made the video on Creighton, South Dakota. I took South Dakota plus the points. Creighton with no Cockburner. I think they got 9 new starters going into this roster this year. I need to see something for them for me to lay 28.5. So I'm on South Dakota plus the points. Hell yeah. Let's go Ryder. Is that the play, guys? Do we take Ryder? I think we could all agree we all like Ryder today. Don't cover, but way over the total. Okay. East Washington plus 8.5. Interesting play. They didn't beat UCLA, did they? They just kept it really close, I believe. I think our play here, guys, I think we take Ryder. Are we with that? Do we all ride Ryder? It only makes sense. Ryder versus Rutgers. Is that the squad ride for today? Ryder, we hardly knew her. Yep. I think it needs to be done. Guys, I'm locking in Ryder right now. I would love for you guys to lock that in with me. We're 1-1 on these stream plays. I think Ryder's our play for today. Spurs plus 10.5. Damn, what book are you using? Or is that an alt line? All right, so I'm locking in Ryder right now. I'm a Ryder. Plus 18.5. OKC money line. Don't overthink. I feel you, man. If it was that easy, though, it's just not that easy. The Thunder are going to lose a game someday. It's going to happen. And on the back end of a back-to-back sleepy spot in Portland, I just can't say it enough. It just seems right that the Portland Trailblazers pick up a statement win. Would I be surprised if Portland got aired out by 20? No. Ryder it is. That's all I needed to hear. We're rolling with Ryder. I'm locking it in right now. Little half unit play. All right, guys. I think that's going to be the show, man. Appreciate you watching this. Let's see. If you guys want my best bets, man, you know you can find those over at PickDawgz Premium. I got 3 NBA plays today. My best picks in the NBA. So check it out. We were on the Raptors yesterday. We're going to keep this momentum going for today. You taking Chelsea? I don't know if I'm not going to take Chelsea, to be honest with you. Like I see the vision, but they're down a goal. It's like, do I really want to sweat that? Yeah, you're getting some plus money with Chelsea. Like I see the vision, but I don't know if I could take it, Kevin. I don't know if I'm there. But I'm there with Ryder, though. Best believe I'm there with Ryder. But yeah, check out my best bets, guys. What else? Check out 7 free picks in just 5 minutes today. I cooked on that. I'll be on the morning show tomorrow. So Friday, I'll be back with a live stream. Let me know in the comments when this video is posted how you guys like the live stream. Let's get this thing popping. This is officially the afternoon show. I was thinking of names. I was thinking like the PickDawgz betting tool show. Well, I'm just going to call this bet. We got the morning show. We need an afternoon show. And we're gonna make this show better. I know I keep saying that. I think what I'm gonna do is we're gonna come up with plays, and then at the end of the show, I'm gonna run a poll. And the play that's voted on most by you guys, that's the play that we're all gonna bet on. And we're gonna keep track of the record, and it's gonna be fun. Hey, I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, Arthur. I'm trying my best out here. I think it's fun. I think it's a fun show. I watched back my show last Monday, and I was like, okay, like if I could watch this. Like I think it's a decent little show. But I appreciate you guys. I hope everyone has a great Wednesday. Hope everyone cashes in. I'll catch you guys on here on Friday. Much love. Peace.